Hello?
Hi, this is Ramona.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Hi, my name is John. I'm calling from Fiscal Training Services. I'm responding to your email that you sent.
I can I'm sorry, I can barely hear you. You sound real far away.
How about now?
Oh, much better. Thank you.
Not a problem. So I'm calling from ECS. I'm responding to the email that you sent
Yes.
about the problem-solving resolutions. So sounds like you've been in contact with Jamisha and a few of the staff here recently.
Yes. Miss Baker called me twice today and said she'd be getting back with me evening sometime.
Okay. So right now, I'm working out what staff I can assign to your case. In the meantime, you can use me as a point of contact for the program.
Okay.
So it sounds to me, and so I read through the notes that you sent. Thank you for the detail that you put into it. It made it easy to track. Sounds like there are some things that need to happen for this resolution to go through. And by all means, correct me if I'm off on anything. But it sounds like we need to get the car title transferred to your name. We need to do the repairs and slogging, pay off the tickets, and then get the registration into your name, and then we can get over to the RV park. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, that is. The transfer of the title and the DMV registration happen at the same time. They're part of the same process. Like the registration would be paid, and there's a paper that I went down there on May 5th and or something like that, and got the original, the paperwork, and the lady walked me through the process of how I get it. How it. It's just one more paper and a $15 fee for the actual transfer of the vehicles.
Okay. And is there any paperwork associated to that you're missing to get the transfer happening into your name?
No, no. It's a two-part process. Like the DMV would be the registration, transfer the title, and then I would be given a piece of paper that lets me go and drive the vehicles to the smog legally. And then once it's smogged, then I go back and I get to pick up the stickers. So it's like it's a two-part thing. But going to the DMV the first time is I don't necessarily have to be there because like the people could pick up the paperwork, and because what's important is the person with the money, the credit card or the check or whatever.
Okay. And at the time of submitting the paperwork and the $15 registration fee, the fee would also need to be paid for the tickets at the same time as from what I can tell, correct?
Yeah, it's the holdup at DM at SFMTA was that I tried to go into the payment program, not the ticket waiver. And Miss Baker said she's talking to someone there that she knows and is going to try to get a special consideration where they could just clear the tickets, maybe. And that way they would. I don't know if they fall off at DMV or if the ones that are at DMV stay. I'm not really too sure about that. But she said she's going to try to get them to give me a pass on the it having, because they wouldn't let me into the low income payment plan because I wasn't the registered owner, but the ticket waivers for the homeless people are different. So maybe there's a chance that can just be done by simply.
Ms. Baker sent me the email address of that individual, so I'm emailing that person out a little later on this afternoon. I'm not sure what the turnaround time for them getting there is. As far as the paperwork for the DMV, do you have that all completed to be dropped off and processed?
Yes, I have a whole file of it and signed and everything, and I have my husband's death certificate and our marriage license. So those would be,
Okay.
they would show everything, that they needed.
Okay. And you're currently working with Trina from the hot team, correct?
Yes, yes, I am.
Okay. Are you working with any other providers by any chance?
No, I don't have anyone else.
Okay. And your vehicle, where is that located currently? Are you still on the Great Highway?
Yes, I'm at 1234 Great Highway. Miss Baker had said that we were going to be able to do the car as well as the RV, and I'm just,
Mm-hmm.
we've had a back and forth a little bit with that. So that was back in July. So both vehicles are
Okay.
here with me.
Okay. And you said it was I'm sorry, I missed the last
Yes,
numbers.
1234 Great Highway, at Lincoln and the Great Highway, the very end of the park, Golden Gate Park.
Gotcha. I'm just making a note for myself. Okay. So, I guess the next thing would be getting the paperwork from you and seeing what the DMV says, correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. What would be the best way for us to get the paperwork from you?
I believe Trina could pick it up. I'm here all the time. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I could mail it, but I'm having, like
I would
it.
say if we could avoid having you to mail it, that would
Yeah,
probably
I've
be
missed.
best.
Yeah, two packages haven't gone through, and I'm losing confidence in the post office.
That's all right. That's fair. Um, I'm just trying to see my calendar. Here's what I'll say. If you're able to get in touch with Trina before I am, let's see if she can do it tomorrow. If not, let me see if either if I can send someone out there to pick up the paperwork,
No problem.
and try to get it either tomorrow or the 4th, depending on availabilities. Does that sound okay to you?
Yes, it's fine. Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me take a look at that. Let's see if there's any other barriers. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for the the ticket individual to respond, but we can try.
Okay.
And if Ms. Baker has additional contacts for them, I can request that. So what I'll do is I will follow up with an email a little later on today, just so that we have a understanding and agreement on what the next steps will be, and we will see if there's any barriers that pop up between that or directly after that.
Okay. Did you ever were able to reach the landlord? I don't know if he's been how that's going.
I haven't made it that far. I wanted to call you and first make sure that that's still the plan, and then talk more about if there's any barriers specifically relating to getting the car into your name.
Okay. All right.
But we can also reach out to the mechanic as well.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I don't want to lose him. He's a good, it's been hard to find someone that'll actually work on an old RV. They're all kind of,
Gotcha.
yeah, he's a good guy.
What year is your RV?
1996.
Okay. Just checking. I wasn't sure how old was considered old at this
Yeah,
point.
anything over in the RV world, anything over 10 years can't get into good parks. They have a thing called the 10-year or newer rule. So it's a thing. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Learned something new. Okay. Let's start with getting the paperwork taken care of, so that we can get it registered and in your name, just in case the thing with the RV park falls through. At least we have it registered, smogged, and taken care of that way. and we can reach out to the potential landlord tomorrow morning.
Okay, the car is
Mm-hmm.
the mechanic says the car itself, he's run the little thing on it, and he feels that there's not going to be a real problem spogging it or getting it registered, or I mean getting it repaired. And that way I
Okay.
can go ahead, and once I know that's happening, I can start scheduling my doctor's appointments, because that's what like, once the DMV is taken care of, and then I'm able to like go do, like, leave the car when I'm in the parking lot of the hospital getting tests. I'm been terrified that I'll come out and be in Martinez or somewhere and have no car to come back to the RV. So yeah, this is really wonderful. This will be a big progress for me.
Okay. So let's start with that step, and seeing about the paperwork, seeing if that works out, and then if anything else comes up, we will try to troubleshoot it and see what next steps we can find.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. I will be in touch.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you.
All right, bye bye.
Bye.